Welcome everyone to our Sunday Sangha Gathering meditation course. Now we will be launching a newsletter starting in December to update people about various plans and projects that we have. Initially this is going to be over the contributions platform. And the reason why I want to do that is because I don't want to be responsible for collecting people's emails and personal data. Whereas the contribution platform is like a well-established charitable organization, and so they have all the systems in place to handle your data and to protect your data, for example. And so if you want to receive that newsletter, I suggest that you join on Zephy. And so that could just be like a 50-cent donation or something like that, $1.50 donation. That means that the contributions platform will collect your email and you'll automatically be emailed about updates, etc., what's going on at the Hermitage. Also, you should consider, because if you join in these courses and you think, hey, it's really good, it's free, and you like the idea that we're providing free retreats for people. For example, we've got a winter retreat in Germany and then a spring retreat here in BC coming up. Those are all free. Food, etc. is provided, food and accommodation and instruction. And you think that's like something positive, then you should consider whether you want to contribute, right? Where you want to be part of the community. And I suppose it's a bit like a spiritual timeshare, really. You know, we're all part of a community, we put some money in, and then there's various places you can go to. For example, we have this Dharma Wheel Hermitage in Northern California. And also we have a friend in Argentina in the jungle, and there's a retreat center in Nepal, one in the Congo in Africa. If this community, this network grows, then there's always somewhere somebody can go to practice meditation, even if that's like long-term retreat. You know, we have to invent ways in which people can be encouraged on the spiritual path in the West. We don't have this. You know, in the East in the past, then people had respect for spiritual practitioners, people who wanted to dedicate their entire lives to practice. And so they would like literally come up the mountain with a bag of rice or, a bladder full of yogurt to help feed these people so they could practice. In the West, we're kind of on our own if we're practitioners. And that's why a lot of you gather here to meditate, because you need opportunities. Well, those opportunities are also in the form of retreats, etc. And these things cost money, right? So if you want to contribute, then consider that. And there's a link in the description about how you could do that. The first thing I ask you to do, though, is read the information first before you make a decision to donate. It's important considerations. Donations have to be made out of the right motivation, and it mustn't be a transactional thing. Like if you've got this mentality that, well, he gave me something, so I better pay him back. That's not very good. The idea is that people will see things to be important, and because of that, then they put their efforts into it. Unfortunately, these days, and in the West in general, then, we're very transactional. It's like, well, I've got to do this to make a living, so I just have no choice but to charge other people, rather than the mentality of we need to support each other and help each other. And that can be in skills, for example. We have a work retreat coming up. It's probably going to be early September next year, and so some people have said they will come show up and they'll help convert the workshop into a temple or build a garden, and so they will contribute their skills and their efforts, and at the same time we'll feed them and give them somewhere to stay. So, and also we'll do this someday in Alturas, North California, and help the Dharma bum. You can see he's sitting in a tent there, right? Normally he's meditating outside. He's just basically got a couple of tents and some solar panels. But maybe 10, 15 years from now, we'll have a shrine hall, we'll have huts in the forest, we can buy a bit more land. People in the States, in California, West Coast, they can go there, they can come here, right? It's about building community. It's about working together for what we see to be important. And also if you think it's like, wow, this is a load of nonsense, that's not that great, it's an okay hobby, then you're not going to be inclined, right, to invest in something you don't see to be important. So we're looking at thoughts And now we're going to observe the nature of thought. And there's many ways of doing this. But hopefully if you've been meditating for the week, then you've become used to just remembering to be aware of things that arise to mind, experiences and thoughts. And so now what we're going to do is look a little bit about what those thoughts are like. If you ask people, oh, what are thoughts? And then you'll get all different kinds of answers. Some people will say, oh, thoughts are linguistic. And then you say, well, don't you sometimes see pictures as well? They'll go, oh yeah, well, there's also thoughts that are pictures. So that's the idea that there's many different types of thoughts and experience. If you've become habituated to looking, then hopefully what you'll be able to do is catch those. So what we're going to do is we'll do our aspirations, or ring the gong, and then we focus, center ourselves on the breath, and start to observe whatever arises. This is the Zen practice, right? And then when those things arise, I want you to see if you can catch, are they colors and shapes? Is it like a voice in my head telling me something? Right? Like Scott was saying in the retreat. He says, isn't this voice in my head saying, don't do that, do this? Isn't that me? Well, we want to look at those things, right? We want to use that as our subject matter for meditation. Or are they like linguistic things? Is it like grammar, that sort of thing? Or is it energy, feeling? So we're going to look at the nature of thoughts, how they appear to our mind. And actually you have to have some level of mental stability if you're going to do this. You have to be able to rest naturally and not get distracted, right? You can't just fall asleep and you can't just be daydreaming. You have to be kind of centered, mind placed, quite still, undisturbed. And then as things start to happen, we're going to check that out. Okay. Oh, glorious, precious root Lama, above my head on a lotus moon seat, you care for me with great kindness. Please bestow the cities of body, speech, and mind to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Sangha. Until enlightened I go for refuge, may I, by the virtue of meditation, become awakened to benefit beings, to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Sangha. Until enlightened I go for refuge, may I, by the virtue of meditation, become awakened to benefit beings, to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Sangha. Until enlightened I go for refuge, may I, by the virtue of meditation, become awakened to benefit beings, where the supreme and precious awakening mind has not arisen, may it arise, and once it's arisen, may it not diminish, forever continue to flourish and thrive. I prostrate, make offerings, and confess, rejoice, request, and supplicate, whatever slight merit I gather here, to Buddhahood I dedicate. Deep inhalation and exhalation. Center yourself on the breath. When thoughts do arise, don't grasp after them or chase after them. Merely passively observe. And if they disappear, then let go. If you cannot find any thoughts, that's okay. Observe the mind's empty nature. If there are many thoughts, that's also okay. The more thoughts you have, the more subject matter you have to look at. If you fall into distraction or get lost in a daydream, then use the relaxing power of the exhalation, exhaling deeply. Return yourself to the breath, center, and again begin observing your thoughts and experiences. If you fall into dullness or drowsiness, use the energizing power of the in-breath. Inhale deeply, energize the spine and sit straight. Return to your center and passively observe thoughts and feelings. are your thoughts, shapes, and colors. Are your thoughts sounds or spoken words? Are your thoughts made of language and meaning? Are your thoughts energy, frequency, or physical sensation? If, as you meditate, you find these things, you find shapes or sounds or words or energies, then observe, let go and relax. Likewise, if you find nothing, then just observe, let go and relax. Exhale deeply, relax. Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. By this merit may I obtain omniscience, defeat the enemy wrongdoing, and so free all beings from the ocean of existence with its stormy waves of birth, aging, sickness, and death. Precious mind of awakening, may it arise in those who are without it, and never fade from those who hold it, but continually grow from strength to strength. May the glorious Lama's lotus feet be firm. May bliss and joy fill the reaches of space, as we gather the accumulations and purify obscurations. May I and all without exception be swiftly brought to Buddhahood. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you there, Abdul, joining us on the Zoom. I noticed that you're slightly kind of curving off to your left-hand side. So what you could try doing is looking in a mirror when you meditate, just to check to see that your spine is straight. In general, we want the crown of the head to be balanced over the center of the tailbone, the center of your pelvis. But all of us have this tendency to lean to one side or the other. It's good if you can establish good habits. You're still quite young, Abdul. You're in your 20s, right? So if you start developing bad habits now, then by the time you're my age, you'll be really bad. You'll be like meditating like that. Some people do when they get older. Okay. We'll have classes right through until, I think the only day we'll have to cancel at Christmas will be the 28th. 28th of December, there won't be a meditation class. Other than that, we should be able to do them all the time. So, see you next time.